Don't give in to the dark. Yeah, getting there's a cat can hear us.
We try. Happen.
Hey. Yes.
Muted.
I have quite a few places where the symbol tells the same thing. There's my thing does
No, talent or
my bio.
oh, really?
Clearly, it's a font loaded.
Bio. Oh, is it on bio and info? You're there.
This wrong then?
It's gold and parentheses.
Oh, oh.
It's that you're in the roll 20. Like, I
Sounds great.
and and please change that in that you pronounce or I can. This is what roll
Look.
20.
First one, the SC. I'm trying to think.
Go with the nickname.
No, because I saw weird. Who would have ever thought it?
Okay. Poor Shade.
Right.
So since they are so if you care, I will totally peek tab.
I am there.
Very see the red boxes, vehicle, group, always lit up in red for dice. Oh, you just made it on. Well, you are any die just add to what you're. Usually, I do the difficult. Of course, my destiny, which you as players get to use. The group is nice enough to use it for you. Dark light to 3 dark. Pool is so everyone thinks dark one. Any button you can show your friends. Name is Golda. You roll so way an arrow that's pop up with a little thing, on the side they're showing those points. So you could difficulty of the guys in friends because the 2 last point you can totally see and click that to make that, which is your hit point, which is so if you can't continue on later after the whole you're seen and helpless. Your defense, Luke, I am your father. But I said it before. And then you have heavy combat armor, so you're plus setback dice to attack you. And you're sensitive, don't even worry. That's totally a hoot.
Yeah. Right.
Soak is damage. Soak comes after. There's never soak could go through mark. So you're currently, which are the red boxes. One which you fill in and have in there is you haven't contracted. It's funny. It's just a thing that in game comes up after contract and you're after. And I'll totally make it as big as possible to the goal of or the next 2 tabs. So go ahead. Some people get to talent called +1. So the characteristics of a given thing you're doing. So 2 is like 3 is your 4 is your and 5 is the Wookiee coerce to do something. Charm, which by and at deals you see the little that go over to the group money and roll your charm. So usually when I roll the good and the bad, but what basically from the books they looking for advantage. Totally walking through your character. Successor have advantage. That looks like the rebel there. So whoever you're trying to do whatnot, you succeeded. Just use the most single thing. Sweat came to stress. By the way, if you can totally get what you can do to really push your character, a maneuver, quick draw, which makes instead of it's incidental. A short distance.
That remark.
Those are purposely meant to be 2 people meleeing up. Something only to medium range, which is the ball over your shoulder, has me some 2 miles away. Of course, you see the little breakdown there. Critical is 3. 3 crit when you hit somebody. Is if you have 2 of those advantages, the lower hit your or someone with a area with blasters.
Advantage.
Did that happen? The same guy hit 3 people in the conversation guys on a 3, so what? It's scrawny barrel flame projector where you are because it has different that you can use for.
My
flamethrower. Like think Boba Fett's flame rifle's barrel. Like it's burn. You can set blast 8, which hit a say everybody's adjacent. 2 advantage. You can actually more advantage. You can have burn happen on somebody. Ton of around and burn until they.
BT has.
You do have on the is your targeting eye, which by the way helps with the other one is you have a nerve cord in case you do the whole Aunt Farouk Uncle leave a sad for
That's what
your
you told me to
soak.
do.
So it's up at the very top. I meant soak adds if you means you can easy. Apparently I was in
It's okay, but now I know. Discipline check to experience.
with the D. Basically, or nobody go back and basically read to really good use, especially if you're a bounty. And you also have a jetpack. So you fly around with your jetpack. Jedi's almost like a salt pepper shaker. Communicate books. Basically, when you it, that
Things sink, things burn. Are you?
the next tab, which is critical, the pop up there, the button that says crit. Go ahead and without thinking because the big you roll crits. The Star Wars is your higher. That's the death and ground and attacker immediate attack against you is the original attack. That's crits because when so
Well, yeah, I mean,
crits the purple dice there. That is so when you guys have a down do week, you can try to crit.
Do we have a medic?
I mean,
Loose.
In the intelligence, I'm medic, but
Excellent.
he is the
I mean, I can't.
I mean, that really does hurting.
and defend blah 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 until end of encounter. So the reason why it has affected you can click the affect your dice pool because some of them are for a certain stat and things. And when you're healed, damage cancel if you forget about them. Each crit has plus 10 roll. Your plus. So if you have which is a trait that makes you a virus on the attack. So in the critical roll plus you just put plus 20. Pretty much complicated use to do that for you.
No. I've been paying attention.
So if you click that is the www.the.net created /Star Wars cheat up there with that one. And it's just with the different color dice. And it's got the difficulty list. I'm rolling it out. Then you have easy, average 2 purple, thing which is 5 purple, like anything to do with. Now, just like the many ranks that you've trained, but that's of symbols on, except and there's that they have a thing called they don't go down like this. And the symbols that are basically the natural ones are with the laurel leaf besides success. Now when you roll your normally success each other, they can burn at the same time.
But still, like
seen on Redeye, feel the threat. That's a fair thing has happened. On page 3, if you are ambushed, you will roll that. Unlike on your initiative, cool and vigilant. On your turn, you can do a second maneuver. So like you're wanting to run, aim, and you can do that. Or engaged, which is melee, and range is ridiculous. Around a corner and come. And then for your action, D, 2 maneuvers. Certain. Oh, which
listed at the ground combat very bottom that a little good cheat sheet. Totally forgot he
did. Combat turn you can take one of the best ones most obvious, something specific which does add and it was basically to maneuver and or if you have a combination of skills you have most ranks together. Holding weapons maneuver unless you have something special fix that. And then taking something from store putting it away as maneuver. Standing it gives range attacks dice. In melee, do not take any. It's 2 purple. 1 purple dice. Kentucky windage a weapon. Purple, then long. You're doing something like do or shooting a gun on auto dice. So basically looking for and goes on. Provide bad guys. You've got your hand to attacking minions. They heavily do that whole and then bolsters
I'm gonna ask
Nope.
Jim and ignore you,
Nope.
chuckleheads. I'll
You
ask.
have Moda.
I'll ask.
So
And try to lie.
Yeah.
Yes.